Hello guys, in this video we're going to make a customer feedback system in n8n. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how this workflow works. So right here we have the workflow. So we start with the form submission, then we have the AI agent, and then the merge, so we get the data merged together. Then we have a switch. Depending on the category, it will go to a different path. In this path, the message will be stored in a Google Sheet file, and then we'll get a message in our Slack, or we will send a message via Gmail. So now we're going to test our workflow. Here I have already triggered the event, and now we give some info in the form trigger. My name is Steph. So now we have an email, and then I'm going to give a compliment. I love your product, and then I'm going to send. Okay, and now it's going through our system, and then it gives a category, and then it gets a compliment. So now here, if I look in the Slack, we have a Slack section that's called compliments, and then here we say, I love your product, and that's our compliment. So we can see that it works. We're now gonna go step by step on how this workflow works, so you can make it yourself. I'm gonna delete this one. First, we have the submission. Here you have the test URL or you have a production URL. If you're going to activate this workflow, then you will use the production URL, but for right now we're just testing, and then we use the test URL. So no authentication, and it's a customer feedback. You can connect this customer feedback if you want to make it for production. You connect it to your website or to your feedback system, and then you can use this workflow. So the description, we have all the different names that need to be filled out. So here we have the name, the element type is a text, and the placeholder is what the person sees. And it is a required field, and then the form won't be able to submit if it's not filled in. So I also have the email right here and the feedback itself. And that's all to it on the form. So let's go to the AI agent, and the AI agent will categorize what the message was. So if the feedback is a compliment, then it will say it is a compliment. If it was a complaint, then it will be a complaint, etc. And right now, this is the JSON feedback, that is just the information. And your role is to determine if a customer feedback is a feature request, a compliment, or a complaint. So right now I just have set it up for these three categories, but you can make it as complex or as much categories as you want. It's just for the video. Then we give the customer feedback, that's right here, that's the information, and then please make sure your output is only one of the three categories. And then we have to just same category. So it will just say one word, so we can use that in the switch so it knows which category to go to. That's all to it for the AI agent. Then we go to the merge, and the merge will just connect all the information, the name, the feedback itself, to the category, so it knows which category it is. And that's just right here, just a combine of the two things. That information goes to the switch, and in the switch we take a different route when it's a different category. So for the compliment, it will go to the top, the complaint, it will go to the middle, and the feature request, it will go to the bottom. And here, if you have more categories, you will add more options to the switch node, and you have more paths to the different categories. Right here, and I've just changed the rename output to compliment, complaint, and feature request to make it easier for myself. And here is just the output that we get from the merge node. Okay, then we'll go to Google Sheets. So if you get more complaints or more compliments or feature requests, you want to store that information so you can use it later. So maybe for compliments, you can use it as a testimonial on your website, and the complaints, you know, if the complaints happens more often, then you know, oh, we should really look into this problem. And the same goes for the feature request. So right here, I've just set up a Google Sheets account. The API is really easy for this. You just use your Google account to connect this API. Then it's just one sheet, and we want to add a row. So I've just set up all the different fields in my Google Sheets. So let's go to Google Sheets. Now I'm in Google Sheets, and as you can see, it's already the form that I put in there just now is already in here. So this is the compliment page. So here we have the complaint page. It's for now empty, but when you put a complaint in the submission form, then we'll get the information right here, and the same goes for the feature request. So if you have more categories, you just add more pages to the Google Sheets document. Okay, and we want here from the list compliment, so that is the page, and here is the sheet itself. The values we need to send, and this is right here, that is just the name, the email, and the feedback. That's all we want to know. Okay, and then finally we will send a message to Slack or any other message program you use. I just use Slack for the demo. So we just send the message to a channel. Here you can see in the Slack channel, you can see that message that we have just sent. The Google Sheets note for the complaint is exactly the same as for the compliment note. The only difference is the message after, because we don't want to send a message to our Slack. We want to send a message to the people to let them know that we have heard their complaint and we're gonna look into their complaint. So right here, I just have set up my Gmail after. It's the same credential as you use for your Google Sheet, so that's very nice. Here we have the email of the person that has made the complaint, so we know to which person to send the message to. And here just the subject line is just quite standard, and right here an example mail that you can send to the person. And finally, we have the feature request, and the feature request Google Sheets note is the same as the other two, so I won't be looking into that. And then finally, we have a Slack message that we'll send to our own Slack channel, so we know what the people want for extra features in our product. So finally, I'm gonna make a test feature request to showcase how this all fits together. So right here, okay, I've sent a feature request, and then the thing goes to the feature request. We're now in Slack, and we can see here on this channel that we have our feature request. Thank you for watching. This is the entire customer feedback system bot. You can make this bot as complex as you want, but for now, this is all I have for you today. I hope you liked the video, and please leave a like if you found this video useful for yourself. Thank you.